Hello friends, welcome to Python programming tutorials. So now we are going to see about dictionary data type. So what's a dictionary data type? So dictionary is used to implement the key value pair. So key value pair in Python. So what's the key value? We can see. So dictionary is the collection of key value pairs. We have different sequence data types. One is list, string, tuple, set. In these data types, the data is stored as a individual elements. Individual elements. But coming to dictionary, it is a collection of key value pairs. So we cannot store the multiple values for the same key. So what is a key means? For example, I am taking that name as a key. So this is the key. For this key, I am going to assign a value. The value is Ravi. So this is the value. So what is a dictionary? So dictionary have word equals to some meaning. In the same way, this value is assigned to this key. So this part we are called as a key. This we are called as a value. So this is the pair. So that is not allowed in other data types. So string, list, tuple, set. In this we can store the data in the form of individual elements. But coming to dictionary, so dictionary is the collection of key value pairs. Now, so we cannot store the multiple values for the same key. So multiple values for the same key means if I define this name as a Ravi, in the same dictionary I cannot define name as Ram. That means some multiple values for same key. What is the key name here? Name. So this is not allowed in dictionary. So now we can see how to define a dictionary. So how to define a dictionary means by using curly brackets. After that you can give the key and column. You can assign a value to the key, comma. Next, key value. For better understanding, we are taking the key 1, value 1. Key 2, value 2, comma. Key 3, value 3. In this way, you can define the dictionary. So curly bracket and key, colon, value 1. Key, colon, value. Key, colon, value. So this is the example. So this is the dictionary name D and the key is name. Key 1 is name and value 1 is Ravi. So this is the next key, qualification, and it is value MTech. So this is the third key and this is the third value. Now accessing the dictionary values. So print name equals to, that means it prints name equals to. So percentages means, so percentages represents string. So D of name. So D key. What is the key here? Name. What is the name value? Ravi. It prints name equals to Ravi. So print qualification equals to percentage. That means qualification equals to. So D of qualification means, so what is the D of qualification? MTech. In the same way, company equals to percentage as D of company. What is the D of company? TCS. Okay, so in this way we can access the dictionary values. So now we can see how to update these dictionary values. For example, in the place of Ravi, I want Varun. How? Simply, so D1 of name equals to Varun. That's it. Here I am taking one dictionary. All the values in the dictionary are initialized with the none. So name none, qualification none, company none. So already we discussed about the none. It's a keyword, that means nothing. So input, I am taking the input from the keyboard. So D1 of name equals to enter a name. That means it prints on monitor. Enter a name. I give Ramu. So that means Ramu is stored here. So D1 of qualification equals to input of enter the qualification. Enter the qualification equals to, enter the qualification, entered BTech. So BTech is stored in here. BTech. So D1 company equals to input of enter the company. Enter the company. I entered Infosys. So that is stored in this company. Infosys. So print D1 means it prints name Ramu, qualification BTech, company Infosys. So now we can see, creating empty dictionary. How to create the empty dictionary? Simply you can use curly brackets or you can use dictionary function. So D3 equals to dictionary. These two are the empty dictionaries. So D2 of age. So that means D2 is the empty dictionary. Age equals to 34. D3 of gender equals to female. That means gender is the key and female is the value. So this is the D3. So this is D2. So now deleting the elements in the dictionary. So how to delete the elements? So this is the dictionary. D equals to name Ravi, qualification MTech, company TCS. So delete D of qualification. So that means this key is deleted. If you are using DEL D, that means the entire dictionary will be deleted. So iterating the dictionary. How we can iterate the dictionary means, for INT print I. So that means what it prints? It prints name, qualification and company. So for IND print D of I. So D of I means D of, in first iteration I becomes name. What's the D of name? It is Ravi. In next iteration I becomes qualification. So what is the D of qualification? It prints MTech. In next iteration, so D of I becomes company. So D of company is TCS. So that means if you want to iterate the keys, then you can simply for IND, the dictionary name, print I. If you want to access the values in the dictionary, then you can use for IND print D of I. Another way how we can access the values in the dictionary means for IN D dot values. So what are the D dot values? Ravi, MTech, TCS. These are the values. So in first iteration I becomes Ravi, in second iteration MTech, in third iteration TCS. For IND dot items. So item means both key and value. In first iteration it prints name colon Ravi. In second iteration it prints qualification colon MTech. In third iteration it prints company TCS. That means so for this the output is name Ravi, qualification MTech and company TCS. So that means if you want to access the keys, use D. If you want to access the values, you can use D, and when you are accessing, you are calling with the help of D of I. If you are directly accessing the values, D dot values. If you want both key and value, then you can use items. So now another thing, the key cannot be mutable object. That means the first one is key and second one is value. This value can anything. That means it can be string, it can be list, it can be tuple, it can be dictionary, or it can be set. But this is always a immutable object. That means if I am using this, here I am using a list as a key. A list as a key. So then it returns error. Why? These mutable objects cannot be used as key in the dictionary. So here I am using the list as a value. So this is allowed. How we can know the length of the dictionary means by using length function. Here the D equals to 1 key value pair, second key value pair, and third key value pair. So what is the length of the dictionary? The length of the dictionary is 3. So now we can see how to convert the dictionary into string. So S equals to str of D. So that means now the entire dictionary is converted as a string and stored in the S. So that means this is the S of 0. So this is the S of 1. So this is the S of 2. So like that it stores. If I print S of 1, it prints double quotation. So dt equals to, so dictionary dot copy of D. So that means you can copy the dictionary D into another dictionary D2. So by using the copy function. D2 dot clear. So how we can clear the dictionary means by using clear. That means now D2 becomes empty dictionary. Empty dictionary. All the key value pairs are clear, are removed. So now we can see, so convert a list into the dictionary. Here I am taking one list L. So name Ravi. So this is the tuple. So qualification MTech. This is the tuple. So company TCS. That is one tuple. So D equals to dictionary of L. So this is the predefined function. It's same as how we can convert a dictionary into string by using str. So how we can convert a list into the dictionary means by using dictionary function. Now we can see how to get the value of key. If I give the value MTech. So what is the MTech equivalent key? Qualification. If I give the value TCS. So what is the TCS key? The TCS key is company. So that means, how we can get that means by using get function. So by using this get function, you can get the value of key. So print d dot get of Ravi. So what is the Ravi key? Ravi key is name. It prints name. So delete a key value pair. We can delete a key value pair in two ways. One is pop, another one is pop item. So pop name. So that means the name is, this key value pair is deleted and return the value that is stored in the A, that is in the form of string. That is in the form of string. So another way how we can delete the item means by using pop item. So pop item means the last key value pair is deleted and it returns a tuple. So what is the difference between pop and pop item? In the pop you can specify the specific key. Now that specific key only deleted. So coming to pop item, so by using this you can delete automatically the last key value pair in the dictionary, and pop returns a string and pop item returns a tuple. That means in A the value Ravi is stored, but in when you are doing pop item, it returns a tuple company comma TCS. So that is stored in the A. Now we can see, so store all the keys in the list. So for example, this is the dictionary D. Now, so list of D dot keys. So D dot keys means name, qualification, company is in list. That means name, qualification and company. These are the stored in the list L1. In the same way, D dot values. So D dot values means Ravi, MTech and TCS. So these values are stored in L2. So list of D dot items. So D dot item means both name and Ravi, comma qualification MTech, comma company and TCS. These values are stored in L3.
So now we are going to see the execution of dictionary. So how we can define the dictionary means by using the curly brackets. So this is the D equals to curly brackets. After that I give the key and this is the value. So now we can see the what is the output. So D, so print D, it prints name Ravi, qualification MTech, company TCS. After that I print the type of the D. So what is the type of the D? The type of the D is dictionary, and I print the ID of D. So that is 45498,608. So now we can see accessing the dictionary values. So how we can access the dictionary value means by D of name. So D of name equals to Ravi, D of qualification MTech, and so D of company is TCS. Now updating the dictionary values. So how we can updating the dictionary values means I am taking the all the values as none. So now I am going to update this name, update the qualification and update the company values. How means from keyboard. So here enter a name of the employee. I give Ramu. Ramu is the employee name. So enter the qualification of employee BTech and the company Infosys. So after that, so what is the value updated? So name Ramu, qualification BTech, company Infosys. Before that the name equals to none, qualification equals to none and company is also none. So now we can see how to update the dictionary values. Here the dictionary value name value is Ramu. Now I can update with Varun. How? D of name equals to Varun. Now the so Ramu is replaced with Varun. Okay. So type of the D is dictionary and the ID is 4549860 the same ID. And creating empty dictionaries. So how to create the empty dictionaries? So D equals to open and close curly brackets or D3 equals to so dictionary function. So D2 equals to D2 of yes equals to 34. That means D2 is updated. So after that D3. So D3 gender equals to female, gender female. So now I print the D2 and D3. Age, D2 means age equals to 34, D3 means gender female. So now we can see deleting the elements in the dictionary. So print D. So before going to delete, I am going to print the dictionary values. So name Varun, qualification MTech, company Infosys. So now I am going to delete qualification. So qualification deleted. So that means it prints only name and company. So qualification is deleted. So after that, so delete D. So that means it can delete entire dictionary. So now we are going to see that. Okay. So delete D. That means the dictionary is deleted. But here I am trying to print the D. Then it prints name D is not defined. Now we can see how to iterate the dictionary. So this is the dictionary D, name Ravi, qualification MTech, company TCS. So print D means it prints like this, name Ravi, qualification MTech, company TCS. Now I can iterate the keys. How? For I in D, print I. What is name, qualification, company. So next for I in D, print D of I. What it prints? It prints values Ravi, MTech, TCS. Next I am going to print I in D dot values. So D dot values means Ravi, MTech, TCS. Next I am going to print D dot items means name Ravi, qualification MTech, company TCS. Okay. The key cannot be mutable. So mutable is nothing but, for example, if here I am giving that so D4 equals to apple, then we get the error because the key cannot be list. So you get the error. So I make this line as a comment line. So next D4 equals to apple equals to 5, that is allowed. Why? The values can be anything, but these are only immutable objects only assigned as a key. Okay. Next how I can know the length of the dictionary means by using length function. What is the length of the D? That is 3. Next I convert the dictionary into string by using str. So this is the str. Now this is str. This is a string. So this is the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that means, so what is S of 10? It is R. Now I can copy the dictionary D into D2. How means copy of D? Now print D2 means it prints, so name Ravi, qualification MTech, and company TCS. Now you can see I clear D2. So what is the difference between delete and clear? Delete means the dictionary is deleted, clear means the content in the dictionary will be clear. So print D2, then we get the empty dictionary. Now we can see I am taking one L. In this there are 3 tuples. How I can convert this list into L means print L. So that means this is the dictionary, this is the list, I convert into the dictionary. And what is the type of that? Means it is dictionary type. So next we can see pop item. So pop name, here so pop name means, so only the name key will be deleted. This, if I use pop item, then the last key is deleted. So next we can see how to store the keys into the list. So d dot keys means name, qualification. D dot values means Ravi, BTech. So d dot item means name, Ravi, and that means key comma key plus value. So both.